Hello, fighters! My name is Chance, welcome to my Spellbook, and thank you so much for taking a look at the 7th episode of our Fighting Style series. It may be worth noting, if you can't tell already, that this episode, along with the 4 subsequent videos, are all going to be the Tasha's Cauldron of Everything fighting styles, so yeah, you guys asked for them. Here they are, and we might as well kick it off with what is likely one of the most anticipated fighting styles, blind fighting. I remember when this was in Unearthed Arcana, a lot of my fighter main friends were talking about it, so I can only assume a lot of the fighters on my particular channel are really looking forward to taking this thing out for a test drive. In any case, before we dive into its description here, and if you'd like to check out the full fighting style playlist, please click on the little eye icon up top, or alternatively wait until the end of the video and click on one of the little end screens. Now without further ado, let's take a look at blind fighting's description. You have a blind sight with a range of 10 feet. Within that range, you can effectively see anything that isn't behind total cover, even if you are blinded or in darkness. Moreover, you can see an invisible creature within that range unless that creature successfully hides from you. Oh man, it's so good! This, of course, essentially lends itself to a lot of interesting plays with your warlock. Or that is to say, another warlock on your party, especially as it relates to the darkness spell. There's a lot of cool things you can do with it. We did a whole video on how to kind of use and abuse darkness, so go to the spell playlist and dig that up. In any case, man, this is cool stuff. So essentially, blindness doesn't really matter to you, at least as so far as melee combat is concerned. And in addition to that, you no longer really need dark vision, which is super cool. Of course, it is only 10 feet, so it's not a huge radius, but it's still enough to make a pretty significant amount of difference. If you're going to run this, taking the alert feat might be a really good idea just to prevent things from hiding from you, or rather sneaking up on you and then getting a surprise turn. So it is rather interesting. I like it. Now let's get to my personal thoughts on it. I think this works really well with the warlocks, especially if you don't want to take Devil's Sight and you're more of a Hexblade warlock. This will certainly let you take advantage of Darkness or Hunger of Hadar, based on whichever one you want to risk. In any case, I just really like it. I think it's neat. Outside of the Warlock, I think the Monk would stand to gain quite a bit from this as well. And in addition, and through extension, any kind of melee-based rogue is likely to gain some pretty significant usage out of this, especially if you go with a Bugbear rogue. You can really start to cheese this. In addition to that, really just anyone without dark vision would likely gain something out of this, especially when you start to deal with casters using things like fog cloud or anything that obscures vision, really. Very interesting stuff. That being said, let me know what you think of blind fighting down beneath in the comments section. Be sure to mention any thoughts, questions, comments, or concerns you have regarding it. And of course, if you'd like to get access to a free one-shot, just use the code WELCOME over at the Guildhall and it's all yours. That being said, I hope you have a great day, and as always, happy adventuring.